Hi guys, so today I'm here to tell you about my favorite lipsticks. I always get commented on like, oh my gosh, like I love what lipstick you're wearing, like where'd you get it, like it looks so beautiful. And I love hearing that because like I'm always so self-conscious because it takes me forever to put it on. So I'm so glad to hear that. And so I thought I would share with you guys like what I actually do use. And so my favorite product in the whole world is Colourpop. If you can't tell by these 7 I have, I love them so much. Some people don't like them, but I don't know what's wrong with them because I love them. So most of these are matte except for one, which is a satin lip. So before you put on a matte lip, you're going to want to like exfoliate your lips, get all the dead skin off of there and stuff so that it applies a lot easier and stays a lot better. So I like to use this e.l.f. lip exfoliator. It just looks like this, kind of just like, looks like brown sugar all smushed together into a little lipstick. So you just like put that all over your lips. And you're going to rub it together. And so like the little grains of salt kind of like help rub all that stuff off. So there's that. And then you're just going to grab a tissue and just wipe it off. And so I had some red lipstick on earlier. And so the nice thing about this is too is like even if you like take makeup remover and everything, it still doesn't get it all the way off, you know, and so it still helps you get it off. If you don't want to spend $3 on an e.l.f. lip exfoliator, you can just use some sugar and Vaseline or something like that and just rub it around your lips. This one tastes really good too, which is bad because I always end up licking my lips a lot afterwards, but tastes really good. So, I'm going to start off with the Ultra Satin Lip one. It's the only one I have because I didn't know I was buying it Ultra Satin. I'm not a fan of this just because it doesn't stay on. It's like glossy. So like, you know, whenever it's windy in Wyoming, which is always, your hair gets in it, you know, and it like gets everywhere and it's kind of sticky and tacky. And so it's not my favorite, but it's a really pretty color. So I'm going to show you. It's called Panda. So if you do like satin lips, more glossy, like you can be able to rub your lips together, like, then this is the kind for you. And a lot of these colors with the matte lip, they also have in satin lips, so that's nice. So, if you're buying Colourpop, make sure and look through all of the pictures because, like, this is not what it looks like on your lips. And so you have to look at the pictures of them, like, swatching it on their hands and stuff because I don't know why. It just does not work how you want it to work. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one on. So it looks really great, and I'm not going to perfect like how I do my lips because I'm going to be putting on 7 lipsticks. But it looks great. The nice thing about it is you can be able to like rub your lips together. A con for it, sometimes it can get on your teeth pretty easily. And it doesn't dry, so like it's kind of like this glossy texture the whole time. But it's not like sticky. Like my lips aren't sticking together or anything. And but it's pretty transferable. So like this little tissue. Like can't be kissing anyone in this lipstick, you know. So, this is Panda, and if you like it, then go ahead. Okay, so this next one is my, like, second least favorite, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go from least to most. But I really wish it would be my favorite because it is just not matte. I mean, it's supposed to be the matte, ultra matte lip, but it like doesn't work like that. Like sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. There's just something wrong with this formula where it goes on like matte, but then like later in the day it's like sticky and like crusty almost. So I don't know if it's just because it's old, because this is probably the one I've had the longest. It was the first one I bought, I think. either this one or Panda. I think I might have bought these two together. But it's one of the first I bought, so maybe that's why, because I've had it for a really long time. But it's such a beautiful red, and I really wish it would work because I have so many red lipsticks, and I really don't like any of them. So if you have a red lipstick that you like, please recommend it to me. So I'm just going to show you this one. It's called Creeper. I know you cannot see that, but it's called Creeper Ultra Matte Lip. See, like, even the thing is a little, I don't know if you can see that, a little, like, sticky, tacky. But also, there's not a whole lot left in this jar, so we'll see. Okay, so this is what Creeper looks like on. It usually takes, like, for all the matte lipsticks, like, a minute to dry. But once they do, like, it is not coming off. Another thing I'm not a big fan about this lipstick, actually it's kind of like a lot of the Colourpop lipsticks, is that, so I like overline my lips, and so whenever I do that, especially with the red, then it like will stain it, so I have to like put on some foundation pretty heavily around my lips for a couple days after, or just keep putting on lipstick. I got it all over my face, sorry. So that's something, like, but a lot of the lipsticks I have are pretty dark, so that could be why too, but, so what the red one looks like on. And the reason I love this red is because I feel like it makes my teeth look really white, and so I just think it's so beautiful, and it's really bright, but not, like, too bright, and I just love it. So I do think I do think a problem could be that I'm getting to the bottom of the bottle, because right now I'm like scraping the side. I don't know if you can see that. See that? I'm like scraping the side to get some out. So that could be why it's all like sticky and tacky, but I'm not really sure if it's that or the formula. Okay, so my next one. Okay, now the rest are like pretty much my favorites, so I can't really pick between them. So this one is Notion, another ultra matte lip. It looks like this on the outside of the bottle, like a deeper red. But let me tell you, this is not what it looks like on, which sucks because I want a lipstick this color. Because I have a lot, but I don't have any matte ones, and I haven't found a good matte one. But this goes on like a lot darker. So, I still love the color, and it's great, and everything else is great, but I do wish it was a little bit lighter. So this is how the matte lipstick is supposed to go on. It's very liquidy, if you can see that. It's very liquidy lipstick. And then you just put it on. So with this one, I know it's not put on there very well. It looks like I have just like a giant lip on that side, but I'm not really in a big concern about that right now. But for this one, I always bought it before because it is so dark compared to the bottle. I like it to be a little bit lighter, and it like takes off any excess that I put on there that just isn't needed. Well, I really did bad on this lip. Sorry. But as you can see, I just want to fix that a little bit. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. But as you can see, it's really dark compared to this. But it's still super cute. And like even looks great with my eyes. So it's a very nice like winter look. Or if you're going to a festival or something, it'd be really great. I'm sorry that it looks so bad on me. But, yeah, and the great thing about this is now it's dried. And all the ultra matte lips are kiss proof. Love it! Okay, so that one made my lips a little bit darker, but it's fine. It's just how it is. That'll be like that forever now. So the next one is probably going to be Viper. I love this so much. This one and R&B are kind of close, like they look close like this, but on they're really, really different. So it's called Viper Ultra Matte Lip. On here it looks pretty pink, kind of like a pinkish purple, but it's actually like purple. So I'll put this on and show you. Okay. This is what it looks like before it dries. Like I said before, I do always blot them just because I don't want the excess on there. Because, like, if you're putting on too much of it, because you really don't need a lot. Like, they're very pigmented. You don't need a ton on there. But if you're putting on a lot of it, then it's going to get sticky and it's not going to, like, be dry as normal mattes are. So you just give it a little kiss. See, like that? It was just way too much here up on the top. Okay. So now it dried. And this is kind of a purpley purple, which is very purple. More of a bright purple in person, if you can see that. So it's not similar to the color on here. So that's why I said when you buy them, you like have to make sure you're actually looking at them. So this one, very like pink compared to this one. But this is one of my favorites, and I feel like it stays one of the best. Like this one and Milk Bottle probably stay the best. I can wear this and not have to reapply it for like 2 days. Like I can sleep in this, wake up, and it still looks fantastic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the next one was the one I was telling you about earlier that looks a lot like the Viper from the outside. It's called R&B, but it's a lot darker than the Viper. It's almost like a really deep purple, and I really love it. Love it. So it's kind of like the Notion one where, you know, it doesn't look very dark here, but whenever it gets on your lips and dries, and it's very dark. So, I was hoping that it actually be this color, but then I bought Viper, and it actually is the color that this looks like, so it's fine that this one isn't. So this is one of my newer ones. And even putting it on there right now, first look, it still looks like Viper. Okay, so as you can see, it's very, everywhere. But as you can see, it's a very dark purple. Looks nothing like this, you know. They do not look alike. So it's a lot like the Notion. But I love it. And it's still not even completely dry. It will get a little bit darker. Something I need to tell you is if you are, you know, you go out or whatever, you went out to eat or something, and it like is coming off a little bit, you know, right here where it always comes off in the middle. Whenever you're reapplying it, try to kind of like wipe off as much as you can, because whenever you like put an extra coat over an already dry coat, it makes it really sticky and it'll come off a lot easier, and then it'll kind of flake a little bit. So always try to kind of like wipe off as much as you can in the area that you're like reapplying with. If you're reapplying all of it, try to like wipe all of it off. I usually will get like a wet paper towel in the bathroom or something, just then redo it. So I find that really helpful, and just do not put it over a dry coat because that is not going to work out. Okay, so 2 left. Okay, and so the next one is by far one of my absolute favorites. Is the first thing I ever heard of from Colourpop. It was my friend Courtney bought this, was telling us all about it, so we all tried it on and fell in love with it. It's called Beeper. This is actually the third tube I've bought because I use it so often. It is definitely my most used. Love it, love it, love it. It absolutely does not look like this. When we tried it on, I was like, I have brown hair. I cannot wear pink. Like, this is not my color. Like a pinky nude thing. So that's what it looks like in the bottle. But on, it's kind of more of a brownish purple. I don't know. I just love it, love it, love it. And it kind of can go with really anything. Go with dark things and go with light things. Spring, summer, winter. So it's really versatile and I really enjoy it. So this is, yeah, my third bottle. My favorite. Beeper. So I hope you like it too. So this is what the next one looks like. This is Beeper. It looks like a gray, brown, still kind of like purpley, and it's like a dark nude, and oh, I love it, love it, love it. And I actually have like a jacket that's the exact same color, and so I love it. And it can be great with a dark eye or a light eye, and oh, just beautiful. And I'm not the kind of person that wears nude lipsticks. I'm usually very much like, kind of like a wine color or a dark lip. I'm not about this color, but I bought it and then like I fell in love with it and now I wear it all the time. Okay, and the last one is my most recent purchase. I don't even know if they're selling these anymore. It was part of their Hello Kitty collection. It's called Milk Bottle. So it's like Colourpop teamed up with Hello Kitty and their Ultra Matte Lip. And I've been trying to find a pink that I actually like because I'm not a pink wearing person. I think blondes should wear pink and brown haired people should wear dark colors. Like, it's just how I've always been. But I've been wanting one because like I have a lot of clothes that are pinker or have pink in them, and so I'd like to highlight that. So I bought this and it looks very like, you can't really see it in the camera, but it looks very like Barbie-ish pink. And I still love it. I don't know why. It's just, maybe once you spend $6 on something, you fall in love with it anyways. But it's the newest one I've bought, and it's part of their Hello Kitty collection, and it's still awesome. I don't care if you don't like Hello Kitty or not. So this is Milk Bottle. So like I said, it did kind of tone itself down, but it doesn't look too far off from the actual product, which is very rare for them, besides the red one. So it's really nice because it's still kind of like mauve-y, so it's good enough for us brunettes to wear. But also, it's still cute enough, like if you're blonde, then it's not like going to be like highlighter, Barbie pink. So I think it's really awesome, and I love it because I just got a new dress from Hollyhocks and Heels. Go check them out on my advertising page. And it has like some little pink flowers in it, along with their skulls, which is also here on my wall. And so it matches that a lot, and I'm really all about matching. Like, I'm not going to wear lipstick unless it like matches my shoes or my shirt or whatever. So I'm all about matching, and so I love that, and I actually bought this just for that dress, and now I wear it with like everything. So those are the 7 Colourpop lipsticks that I have. I intend to have many, many more. I go on their website all the time, even though I have absolutely no money. But I love them, I love them, I love them. And just so you know, I'm not getting like paid to say I love them. They're not sponsoring me or anything. Oh, I wish. But I'm not getting paid to say I love them. They're not giving me these lipsticks for free. It's just me being like, wow, these products are amazing. And they're not super dry. They're not like filling in your cracks dry. They still feel moisturized. Still feel great to me. My lips aren't like puckered up like that, you know. The brushes are really soft. It's super nice because they like never come off. The end of the night, it's still going to be on there perfectly. I've woken up with them, like I've fallen asleep with my makeup. I've woken up and it's still, like, been still there. My eyes are not, but it's still there. And if you don't think that that will work, I also use this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I used to use the Urban Decay, but it's $20 and I'm using it all the time, so it just wasn't worth it for me to spend that kind of money. And I think this one was like $3 or $5 or something like that, and it works just as good as far as I've found. It's not great whenever you're like sweating or something, but it still works for everything else. Just give yourself a little mist and pull your hair down. And I'm ready to go out. I'll see you guys later.